to be by His grace. And we want to talk about success today. And the topic says, success is thy choice. To succeed is a matter of choice. To fail also is a matter of choice. Praise the Lord. I don't know how many that believe these simple statements. Amen. Because I know that everyone God created, He equipped to succeed. Praise the Lord. Anyone created by God has been equipped by the same God to succeed. Amen. And it does not matter the environment you find yourself. It does not matter the family you found yourself. Praise the Lord. It does not matter also the career you found yourself. Not even any circumstance. Success is by choice. Failure also by choice. Last year I preached a message, the power of choice. And I remember telling you a particular story about a taxi driver. I don't know how many of you remember that? Amen. And I don't know. That story was very inspiring. Is that correct? But I do not know how many that benefited from that, because it's not enough to say I was there, but it's better to say I picked something and I applied it and it was effective. Praise the Lord. I told you the story of a taxi man, and let me rephrase it. I'm going to be brief so that I will not eat into our time. This taxi man, found himself being a cab driver. Along the line, he discovered that at the taxi park, garage if you like, every one of them are always looking very angry and hungry. Every taxi man at the station, at the cab garage, is always angry and aggressive, also looking hungry. And the way they treat their passengers as unimaginable. And always fighting and quarreling with their passengers. And I want to believe that many of you understand what I'm saying. You must have had the experience, if not with a cab driver, then with the bus drivers. You're all the same. Praise God. So this man, being a cab driver, began to ask himself, is that the way I will continue and end my life? And secondly, he examined how much they realize at the end of every day service or work. And side by side with his colleagues in the same garage, praise the Lord, he realized that they were not making much. That was exactly the central point or the reason for the aggressive nature of all of them. Amen. And he now asked himself, what can I do? And I know in the point of asking himself what he can do, he was also asking himself, is there no other job or profession I can do, I am qualified to do? At the end of the day, I want to believe he couldn't find any else. He knew that the only job I can afford to do positively well is this cab driving. So how do I change this situation? Amen. I don't want to end up like an average cab driver. I don't want to be very angry, aggressive, every day fighting with my passengers. And there's no way you fight with your passengers at the garage that you go back home and start smiling. Is it true for us? You're going home to do what? To continue the fighting. Whether with your wife, children, maids, co-tenants, even landlord, fighting continues. Praise the Lord. So the man said, no, I must work out my salvation by myself. Amen. Success is by choice. So what choice did he make? He now began to think how to create a different kind of taxi. And again, how to maximize the number of passengers he attempts to pay. And when you start thinking like this, you start thinking outside the box. What is it that I have to do that is not done? What do I need to do that averagely no taxi driver is doing? He now looked into all the cars at the garage and discovered that most of them were very dirty. Praise the Lord. Point number one. Dirty cars will bring in dirty passengers and also angry and aggressive passengers. Amen. The first thing he did was to go and repaint the car. Change the interior, the chair inside and everything, the doormat, all was changed. The car began to look different. Are you still there? So some people say he pimped the ride. He went for custom attention. There are customized things you can do in anything you want, anything you have, even in a car. When you hear custom made in a car, it means somebody paid for extra features in the car. So he went to customize, or let's say customize the taxi, or pick the taxi if you like. He fixed a little fridge there, stocking minerals there. Amen. Every day he buys a newspaper, current one. So the moment you come in as a passenger, the environment, the interior will first of all welcome you. That angry passenger will first and foremost smile. Praise the Lord. He made sure that he has the best electronics in the car. And the moment you come in as a passenger, you smile at the environment. He will ask you, I have soft drinks here. Which is your choice? And if you say, Coke, you will press the button. The fridge will open and it will give you a Coke. If you say, no, I can go with just water, it will press the button and give you a bottle of water. People were amazed. Even up to coffee. Some say, if you have coffee, it will press the button and collect hot coffee for you. Amen. As you're digesting it and enjoying yourself, it will ask you, I have about 3 current papers. Which one is your rank? Maybe you read, which one do you read? Punch. Vanguard. It will just distribute. That's your choice. Amen. It will ask you, all the radio stations are here. You must start them. This one play gospel, this one high life, this one suku. Amen. Amen. Which genre of music do you enjoy? And if you say high life, it goes straight to the high life station. It will press the button. Some passengers will not want to go down. At the end of the day, the news went round. Are you still there? People began to look for him and book for him in advance. Are you still there? So an average taxi man with dirty car makes like 100 naira. He makes about 1,000. Let's just put it like that. Praise the Lord. So he said that after 2 years, he discovered that he tripled what he used to get ordinarily. Praise the Lord. And where do you think he will be compared to the other or the colleagues in the same business? Far above them. Praise the Lord. Now, if an average taxi man is complaining, they will be laughing at Because you don't know what to do. You say, my friend, use your... Because the success you need is right inside your hand. And God has given you the potentials. The problem is that we don't sit down to think. All we do every day is to cry and look for someone to blame. Amen. That's why most times we jump from one business to the other. Listen to me. Consistency is very important and is one of the reasons why you must succeed. Amen. Build up yourself wherever you are. If you're not succeeding today, maintain the good name, maintain the quality. One day, they will come back looking for you. Amen. The success you're looking for is within you. It's a matter of choice to decide whether you succeed. You cannot succeed when others are thinking for you. You will succeed when you think by yourself. God has given you the potential. Say to your neighbor, the potentials are in you. You need to work it out. Oh yes, put your hands on the Lord Jesus. Amen. You know, if you understand what this story is talking about, I want to believe that somebody is beginning to think now. You see that most times it's not what you do that is the problem, but the way you do it. Do you believe that? Not what you do is the problem. That is not the reason why you're not succeeding, but the way you do that business. Amen. May God grant you supernatural wisdom today. Amen. I want to refer you to the Bible because there's no way we discuss this effectively without referring to the Bible. So let us take one character in the Bible, and the character I choose today is Jabez. First Chronicles. Jabez. First Chronicles, chapter 4, verse 9 to 10. First Chronicles.
Praise the Lord. First Chronicles chapter 4, 9 to 10. There was a man named Jabez who was more honorable than any of his brothers. His mother named him Jabez because his birth had been so painful. He was the one who prayed to God of Israel, "Oh, that you will bless me and expand my territory. Please be with me in all that I do, and keep me from all trouble and pain." And God granted him his request. Praise God.
Hallelujah. Jabez was a man born in sorrow. Jabez means sorrow, pain. Amen. Amen. When the situation surrounding your bed was so high, so much so that it brought about your name, then there's a serious issue. Sometimes if you interpret your name, you need to go back to your parents and say, "Why did you give me this name?" Is it true? How many of you have such wonderful names? And you deserve to go and ask, "Mommy, I don't understand why you give me this." You have. You don't ask. What's in it? Amen. Amen. Are you still there? Honestly, if you're born and you're given a name, let us say your name is, in your language, means Jabez. Jabez means sorrow, isn't it? So if Jabez is supposed to be an Igbo man, what would be the name? Afufu. No, listen. Hello, somebody's not here. Do we have Igbo men, Biafrans? If Jabez is to be a Biafran, what would be the name? Aho. Praise the Lord. And your name is Aho or Afufu, as the case may be. And you grew up. And anyone that calls you, "Afufu sir, Afufu man," one day even your mates will ask you now, "But this is your name, sir. Why did they give you this name?" I'm like, even if you never ask, you have to go back to mommy and say, "Mommy, my friend asked me the meaning of this name. Why?" And they say, because if they are born you, you suffer me so much. You see, the truth is that the Bible did not say exactly what happened. Was it that the mother had issues during childbirth? Or the moment she conceived, everything collapsed economically in the family? What actually happened? I think it's much more than labor issue. What do you think? It is much more than labor matter. This must have to do with situation. Praise the Lord. And that's brought about delay. That's why some people today are called dead in Igbo. Some people's name are what? Dead. So we'll begin to beg Biko. That's dead, I beg you. Leave this world for me. Because this woman must have, buried so many, that true childbirth or thereabout. And they had one this time and now they begin to beg them, say, Biko, Biko, leave this world for me. Those ones, you don't need interpretation to know that the mother has serious of, losses in child mortality. Praise the Lord. Are you see there? So Jabez had an issue. The circumstance that brought him into this life was so serious. So serious that he brought about his name. He gave him a name. Circumstance gave Jabez a name. The Bible says he grew with that name and became a man with that name. Praise the Lord. But one thing was very outstanding. Jabez, despite the name, the situation, and the condition, was honorable. Amen. Jabez was honorable. Another word for honorable is when someone is honorable, it means he stands upright. Am I right? It stands for good, righteousness. So another word for honorable is righteousness. Praise the Lord. So his situation gave him a name, but his situation did not give him a character. Am I making a point? To so many of us, our situations, our challenges have given us a character, even when our names look and sound so nice. And if your name has given you, your situation has given you a character, it means you are or you have chosen the path of failure. If someone that bears sorrow became righteous, it means you don't have any reason to live in sin because of your situation. You don't need to tell lies to survive. I read the news online. They said prisoners were being conveyed from court back to the prison yards. And they got stuck on a particular street, cold or kind of. Amen. And you know how prisoners behave. One of them stretch out their hands. Praise God. Begging. You don't see their face, do you, in Black Maria? But you can see their... So those of them that could bring out their hands, they did. And was doing like this, indicating, help us, help us, help us. Are you there? Then there was this young man who was selling gala on the road, at the hold up. The shop is hold up. So whenever there is any kind of hold up, he opens his shop. If the road is very smooth, he closes the shop. You know them, don't you? Yes. Good. Someone that does business like that, he saw these hands from Black Maria begging. He opened one carton of gala and was just releasing it, giving to all the hands. When he finished, he would return back another one. As he was doing it, he was begging that hold up to continue. Eventually, he opened up. The driver zoomed off. Then one man was busy watching him. Immediately, the Black Maria zoomed off. The man called his attention. He said, "Do you know them?" He said, "No." "How much did your mother pay you? He said, nobody paid me. How come you just releasing your gala as if you're producing it? He said, yeah, they are hungry now and they are begging. So I feel I have to help. Some of you, your situation is not as bad as the man who has a shop at the go-slow. But it is difficult for you to give something to your neighbor who is very hungry. If your situation gives you a character, you will disappointment. In fact, you are choosing the path of failure. If I were you, I would say amen here. You don't want to say amen. It means our situation has given us characters. Wake up and get off it. Your situation cannot be as bad as that of Jabez. Amen. Many people today, many young men are into all kinds of crime, kidnapping, stealing, Yahoo Plus, and everything. Praise God. If you intervene, then most of them will be bold to tell you, hey, my parents did not train me. The other one will say, hey, because my mother, I don't know my father. And everybody will begin to say, hey, it is the effect of a single mother. There are those who were trained by their mother and today they are great men and women. Let not your situation give you character. It's a good place to say amen now. With a hand for the Lord. Amen. So Jabez never allowed his situation to give you a character. As I'm talking to you now, if there's anything you're doing, you know it's not good, it's not proper, it's not biblical, but you're doing that, you feel that that is the way to survive, survival instinct. Praise God. Because of somebody say, because of my situation, I have to survive. You don't need to survive through crime. You need to survive through the glory of the Lord and hard work. Why don't you say amen? Put your hands again for the Lord Jesus. So Jabez was an honorable man, and Jabez was also courageous. It takes courage to succeed. Amen. It takes courage to succeed. If you're not courageous, you'll be far away from success. And that's why they say business is risk. And if you must succeed, you must take risk. The higher the risk, the higher the gain. That is why anytime there is any good or product labeled contraband, then there is money. Because very few people will go for it. Every other person will own it. Praise God. I'm not advocating you should do that, but I'm using that to enlighten you that you must stand out to say, I must succeed. Despite the challenges. Amen. Jabez was very courageous. Praise God. Hallelujah. I want to give you 3 characters of Jabez before we continue. First one was honorable, righteous. Second one, courageous. And the third one here, he was very religious. I would have said he was a born again. But because Jabez lived before Christ, so we can't call him a Christian or a born again. We rather call him a religious man. Very piety. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. So Jabez was a religious man. Amen. So looking into the Bible, let's look at that portion again. Chapter 4, verse 9 of 1 Chronicles. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. Is it not funny that he had brothers and sisters from the Bible here? Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I know the Bible talked about brothers a lot, but you know, those days, men and women are joined together because they don't do women on census. They don't count them when they're census. Praise God. So But let us stop where Bible stopped. Jabez had brothers. Is it not funny that Jabez had brothers? Praise the Lord. But only him was sorrow. Are you still there? Are you with me? Jabez had brothers, but only Jabez was named by his mother. Praise the Lord. Is it not funny? So I do not know if in your family you're the most hated, disadvantaged, the uneducated, or the most educated. But the fact remains that that is not a reason why you must fail. Am I making a point? Oh yes. You see, what you call a disadvantage supposed to be a stepping stone. Supposed to be the reason why you must succeed. Praise the Lord. Do you know that Jabez was more successful than his brothers? Oh come on, how do you know that? Because the Bible says he was successful. That's not enough. The Bible says somewhere that there was a town or a city named after Jabez. And Bible referred to Jabez as a learned man, which is supposed to mean a lawyer. So at the end of the day, despite that he had brothers, all of them were good, prosperity. Imagine the name of the brothers of Jabez could be prosperity, breakthrough, success, great. What do you like great? You know, the names we give today, they are all sounding very musical. What's the name of your son? Oh, prosperity. Your belief is that as I give my son prosperity, he must prosper. Since my mama gave me, which one? So, uncle, and I come to suffer. I told you I went for maybe when I was going to church, and when we asked the man, what's the name? Brother, what's the name for your beginning? The name of my beginning is Oyibo.Dilovas. And when the boy grew and said, why did you give me this name, Oyibo.Dilovas? There is war in the family. Daddy, who was fighting who that time? Imagine. But here we have someone whose name was suffering and sorrow. And the brother's name was prosperity, success, and all the fine names, you know. But it turned around that the sorrow became more successful than prosperity. Are you taking what I'm thinking? So it's not about me. You know, there was a time every pastor was telling his member, go and change your name. How many of you change name better? If you change it back to the original one. The problem is not in the name. Are you seeing it? People were changing names. That's when people were changing from patience, changing from patient to glory, patient to moving forward. So, you don't need to wait, just continue to do. Patience to. And all the other names. One of our pastors those days came back one day, just picked microphone. He said, from today, my name is Ezekiel. And we're like, what happened to the other one? He said, I don't want to hear that name again. That is my problem. How can a pastor be so naive to believe that the name is the reason why he's suffering? Praise the Lord. Jabez became much more successful than his brothers. A city was named after him. That's supposed to be in 2 Chronicles 2. And if I get it. Maybe I'll get that for you later. In 2 Chronicles 2, a city was named after Jabez. Praise the Lord. We show that he succeeded. He succeeded as a man. But here, as we are discussing him in chapter 4 now, he said he did not succeed from beginning because of his name. But what did he do? He grabbed the bull by the horn and he said to himself, yes, my name talked about sorrow, even though, but I refuse to do what? To remain sorrowful. Praise God. Hallelujah. So what did he do in, let's go back to that place we're reading. 9 says, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. And in verse 10 it says, and Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand will be with me, and you will keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. So God granted his requests. The circumstance of his birth gave him a way to poverty, hatred, and frustration. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. But he said no, he refused. Amen. He refused. He said, I must not allow this to be. Praise the Lord. I must not allow this to be. Praise God. There must be a change. Praise the Lord. I don't know your situation now, but I say, if you stand up like Jabez did, praise the Lord, your name is going to change. Amen. I say your name will change. Amen. Your situation also will change. Amen. I say your situation will change. Amen. I say your situation will change. Amen. Tell your neighbor, situation must change. The family you were born. You know, some people will get up and they're like, my papa not training. If you look at my papa, he not getting into training. That's why I'm suffering. All the people today that are very rich, who train them? Their father? You're not talking to me? No. Hello. Dangote was a servant to his uncle. Boy, if you like. To his uncle Dangote. So, which means here that it wasn't even his father at training. Is that correct? Dangote was his uncle and his master. He served under him. Praise the Lord. And he was later settled. But ask me if he was settled the way he would have been settled. I would rather say no. Praise the Lord. But what worked for him was that as he was serving under his uncle Dankata, he was using the man's connection to create goodwill for himself. That when he left the man, he continued with the goodwill. The people that knew him for sincerity. Praise the Lord. And if you know, the man has always been a member of every government in power. True of us. Which means that good will continue. Even if your village man becomes president tomorrow, he will stay there that good. True of us. Good will. But the foundation was not from his father. So the father was not secretly that he opened business for him. The foundation the father laid was that he linked him to his uncle. And he helped himself by serving his uncle faithfully. Are you still there? Praise the Lord. Are you with me? So, what he did was to refuse to allow that circumstance to hold him down. And we have similar story in the Bible. If you check the book of 2 Kings, chapter 7, let's quickly go there. 2 Kings 7. Second Kings 7. If you're there, let's read verse 3. Take it to 8.
Verse 3 says, 2 Kings 7 is
3 to 8.
3 to 8. Now there were 4 men with leprosy, sitting at the entrance of the city gate. Why should we sit here waiting to die? They asked each other, "We will starve if we stay here, but if the famine in the city, we will starve. If we go back, we might as well go out and surrender. We will starve if we go back there. So we might as well go out and surrender to the Aramean army. If they let us live, so much better. But if they kill us, we should have died anyway." So at twilight, they set out for the camp of the Arameans. But when they came to the edge of the camp, no one was there, for the Lord had caused the Aramean army to hear the clatter of speeding chariots and the galloping of horses and the sound of the great army approaching. The king of Israel has hired the Hittites and Egyptians to attack us. They cried to one another, so they panicked and ran into the night, abandoning their tents, horses, donkeys, and everything else as they fled for their life. 8. When the lepers arrived at the edge of the camp, they went into one tent after another, eating and drinking wine, and they carried off silver and gold, and clothing and hiding. 9.
Praise the Lord. You can take it down to 20. When you get home, you get the full story. But here, the Bible talks about situation that arose in the nation of Israel. That situation was very dicey. It was like standing between the devil and the deep blue sea. If you move this way, devil will swallow you up. You move from, you fall into the deep blue sea. So either way, death is waiting for you. That was the situation of the 3 lepers. Praise the Lord. Behold, they were handicapped. They cannot behave, move, and act like an ordinary person. They cannot run when others are running. And the situation was so tense in that city at that time that people began to eat their children, if you remember the story. Praise the Lord. Mothers would bring their son and they will reach agreement, "Let us eat my own child today. And tomorrow the wise and smart one will go and hide her own children or child." Then there was trouble in the city, and the king had to call the attention of the prophet. And the prophet said, by this time tomorrow, the food, a cup of garri, or let's say a bag of garri, will be 20 naira. Praise the Lord. And I remember the man at the gate that said, "It's not possible. It cannot happen." And the prophet said, "You will hear about it, but you will not taste of it." But that's not the story for now. The story is about the 3 lepers. Praise the Lord. As the situation was so bad, they were at the gate. And they said to themselves, "If we return back to city," that is to say, if they go back home, they will die. So you can understand the situation there. Praise the Lord, someone. If I go back home, I will die. And if we stay where we are now, we also are going to die of hunger. So which means going back, death. Staying here, death. The moving front will come. Is it life? It's death also, because you're going into the territory of the enemies. Amen. Sometimes you have situations like this in your life, and someone will say, "I better die in my house." That is like dying like a coward. Praise the Lord. You must have to put up a fight anywhere you find yourself. In every situation you find yourself, put up a fight. Am I saying something? Yes. You're not here. Oh yes. Put up a fight. If the 3 lepers had looked at their position and said, "You can see we are handicapped, we're very sick. And if we go home, we die. If we stay here, we die. All die they," like Ghana man said. Praise God. So the best is that let us die in peace. They would have lied down there to begin to beg God. I was told of a story while we were growing. Someone was so, was suffering. The situation was so bad, very difficult, that he concluded the best thing to do is to commit suicide. Praise the Lord. And they carried the group into the deep forest. Praise the Lord. When he got to the forest, he never knew that there was a leper. Those days, if you develop leper, if you become leprous, praise the Lord, you will be sent to where? Because there was no cure. You'll be sent to the wilderness, like for evil forest, as the case may be. So this man decided to go and hang himself in the evil forest. I think that was a wise decision somehow. Because if he commits suicide in the house, they will still throw him where? Inside the evil forest. So the best thing is not to labor people that will carry you to evil forest. He decided to help them and help himself. So he was attended to where? And begin to tie the rope on the tree. Praise the Lord. He didn't know that this leper was there watching him. Before he put his leg, the leper said, my friend, I'm not asking you not to hang on. Please hang. But my own will be after hanging. Don't follow me. So I did here, I still have hope. Are you see there? The leper said to the man who was complete, able-bodied man, who was crying because of economy. That was his problem. Praise the Lord. The leper said to complete man, able-bodied man, I'm not asking you not to hang. Please hang, but don't make mistake of falling on me after hanging yourself. And the man was like, why are you here? You're supposed to know that. And the leper thrown into the evil forest as usual. I'm here and I still believe that hell can still come. And the man began to untie the rope. That leper was saying, oh, tired. You're not going to lose this rope today. You won't hang. Because situation bad, you won't hang. If everybody that had a bad situation begin to hang, who will remain in your village? Now let's be sincere now. Are you still there? We're here for the Lord. So Jabez in that state refused to think otherwise. He knew one thing: I have to call on my God. Many believers, so-called, when they have problem, they go and hide. When they have problem, they became, if I say anxious, it's not the word. They become aggressive. Praise the Lord. They become volatile. Praise the Lord. Everyone becomes enemy when they have no money. So why are you a Christian? Unbeliever cries when there is situation. A believer prays when there is situation. But you do not have money and you're fighting at everybody. Is it what will generate the money? Praise the Lord. Those people you're fighting with, are they the reason why you're not successful? Success is a choice. Decide today if you want to succeed or not. Put your hands for the Lord. I know that your situation is still redeemable. You can still come out of it. You can still make the best out of it. Can I hear them to that? Oh yes. And listen, people are waiting to learn from you. It's so interesting when people say, you have made my day, you inspired me, looking at you gave me hope. If someone has never said that to you, then you are a problem to your generation. When people will look at you, go back and begin smoke cigarette, then there's a problem. They're supposed to look at you and develop the strength to walk, to push up. Amen. You are here to inspire the world, your society, the generation, and not to disgrace them, not to bring despair into their life. And that your situation is to prove the man in you, to prove the wisdom in you, to prove God in you. Can I hear them to that? Yeah. Joshua took advantage, Jabez took advantage of that. Unlike his brothers, he called on God. He did that by not allowing the same circumstance to determine your relationship with God. The problem here is that when we have problem, it determines also the way we relate with our God. Make the point. Don't allow your situation to determine your relationship with God. To some people, when there is no money, you don't even pray. Everybody, even God has no place in your heart. If they ask you where your Bible, you're like, forget that Bible. Let's go to church. Say, church, what they go see. Let us pray. All you want to be praying, what you God take and do. Amen. It is then you begin to think. I remember one of my friends tell me he would take me to one Baba and he refused. I take his time to listen to that man. And before you know it, Satan will send that man back. He will come back to you, brother. I talked to you last time. Are you willing now? Yet it's like, I'm ready to do anything. Any day you open your mouth and tell an unbeliever, I'm ready to do anything, you're finished. You're on your way to destruction. You can't do anything or everything. You can only do what God could allow you or be happy seeing you doing. You can only do something that will bring glorious honor unto the name of the Lord. You can only do something that will prove you as a true servant and child of God. Jabez never allowed that situation to determine his relationship with God. Despite that he was a man of sorrow born in sorrow, he still had wonderful relationship with God and refused to do or commit any sin in the name of trying to survive. Rather, he resorted to prayer. Resort to what? Prayer. Romans 8:35. Romans 8:35.
Says, can anything ever separate us from Christ's love? Does it mean he no longer loves us if we have trouble or calamity, or are persecuted, or hungry, or destitute, or in danger, or threatened with death?
God bless you. So Jabez asked himself, will this my situation take away the love of God? And he answered and said, no. If that question is put up to you now, considering your situations and circumstances, will that your situation take away the love of God? The Bible said no, and God forbid. And I don't know if you have that in your Bible, do you? Romans 8:35. Praise the Lord. If you have it in your Bible, let's read it together. It says, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Number one, it says tribulation. Are you going through that? Distress. Are you distressed? Persecution. Are you persecuted? Famine. That is lack of want. Are you in it? Nakedness. You have no clothes to wear. Peril. Danger. Are you facing danger? Or sword. Are you threatened? Praise the Lord. I know that if you check your situation, it could connect to any of this. Then the question from God now is, do you think is enough to separate you from God? Jabez was so wise. And he said, no, it cannot be. Praise the Lord. So what did he do? He went into prayer. Praise the Lord. He went into what? Into prayer. And let's see what Matthew said about that. Matthew 26, verse 41. Matthew 26, verse 41. Matthew 26, verse 41.
Verse 41 says, keep watch and pray, so that you will not give into temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak.
He said, watch and pray, that you will not enter into. Anytime you have any challenge, anytime you're facing any problem, you're asked to do what? Watch and pray. You're watching and praying for two reasons. Number one, so that the enemies will not use that your situation to put you into trouble, to pitch you against God. fear sin and unrighteousness. If you're watchful through prayer, before they will trick you into sin, before they will draw you onto their camp, the Spirit of God will minister to you because you're prayerful. Amen. The Spirit of God will alert you because you're watchful. Praise the Lord. Hello. And that means that you will be alert both in the spirit and in the flesh. So when one is telling you what's supposed to pitch you against God, your spirit will say no to it. It is only then you can resist evil and temptation. Bible says resist Satan and he will flee from you. How do you resist Satan? Physically? By shouting back at Satan. Getting angry at Satan. How do you resist Satan? And even Christ himself resisted Satan through the word. He always said, the scripture said, that's the only way to resist Satan. Praise the Lord. There is no other way you can resist Satan. Praise God. If you're struggling with Satan, it will not leave you alone. It will keep coming back. If you resist Satan with your flesh, Satan will still come back to you. But when you send him packing with the word of God, he goes far away. I don't know if someone is here. Come to think of it, you had nightmare. You were just struggling in a dream, coming into physical. You're like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And they are holding on to your neck. God help you, you're sleeping with either your wife, or your husband, or your friend. They tap you. And you came up and said, thank God you tapped me. These people almost killed me. You say you never tapped me. I don't know what would have happened. And you did not pray, you return back to that sleep. What happens? So you don't resist Satan in the flesh or through physique. You resist Satan through. But suppose you get up and say, I rebuke you, and you give Satan the portion of the Bible you're standing upon. That moment you're going to have peace till tomorrow morning. How many of you have experienced it? So you can only resist Satan through the word, not by power. Praise God. And if you must resist temptation also, it is through the word. When they come giving you those wonderful stories that will make you rich. And you remember what the Bible said. You're telling that person, but the scripture is against what you're telling me now. Someone will pick offense. Praise the Lord. And walk away. Amen. So learn to pray and watch. You don't just keep praying, you watch also. Amen. How do you watch? With the word of God, use the word of God to analyze your situation, analyze yourself and your environment, and use it also to analyze every offer presented before you. I'll tell you something, with that, you will never be taken by the enemies. Praise the Lord. These are the qualities that Jabez had. Most times we quote the scripture, Jabez prayed and his coast was enlarged. Father, enlarge my coast. We are now Jabez. Enlarge my coast. Enlarge my coast. Enlarge my coast. Somebody is not saying amen. You don't want enlargement. But the Bible is telling us now, it's much more than Father, enlarge my coast. The man overcame so many things. The man had qualities that stood for him and fought for him and defended him in that situation. These are the things that presented the result and made it look so easy, even as the Bible documented it. He watched and he prayed. I've told you that Jabez is educated, he's a lawyer by profession. Amen. But despite this, he realized that he cannot do this thing on his own. And that's why he went into prayer. He cannot change the situation. Praise the Lord. Are you now saying that Jabez has never tried some business? Has he not worked somewhere? Has he not served under a certain group of people? He did, but no success. And that's when he realized that the only way out must be through who? Through God Almighty. And he went into that prayer because he had confidence in God, a trust in the faithfulness of Almighty God. And he knows that God never fails. Praise the Lord. He never fails. And I can tell you, if you should establish the same trust and confidence today, God will do the same for you. All you need to do is to gather the qualities of Jabez and bring it back to your own character. Anywhere you're found wanting, adjust. And you know, your situation is not as bad as that. So it will be easier for God to change your case, change your course and your situation. Amen. It will be easier for God to lift you up and bless you. Amen. It will be easier for God to connect you than it was in the days of Jabez. Let's see what Exodus 15:2 says. God respects no situation. He's not partial. He does not have special people. Every one of us is special. Do you believe that? Every one of us is special and equal before God. Exodus 15 verse number 2.
Verse 2 says, "The Lord is my strength and my song. He has given me victory. This is my God. And I will praise him, my father's God. And I will exalt him." Praise God.
The Lord is the reason why you should stand and succeed. He is our Lord and our God. Moses said, "He has given me strength." My God will give you strength to succeed. That time needs some fire. What you need here is the strength, but this strength is not physical. It's just the strength that will come through Almighty God. Praise the Lord. And when God gives you that strength, you become an overcomer. Amen. Moses was an ordinary man like you and I, until God appointed him and strengthened him. Moses can now challenge and confront Pharaoh. Amen. Because he was strengthened. Moses walked in the wilderness alone because he was strengthened. Praise the Lord. The Bible said the people of Israel left Egypt to the promised land, spending all the years they spent in the wilderness. Their shoe never worn out because they were strengthened by the Lord. When the Lord strengthens you, you do exploits, you do great things, you overcome challenges. Praise the Lord. You become successful. Amen, somebody. Amen. All you need is the Lord's strength, and you will get there. Amen. You need the Lord's strength. That challenges will become a story and a testimony in the name of Jesus. Amen. Let's see Zechariah 4:6-7. Zechariah. Let me help you. Zechariah before Malachi. So start going back. Chapter 4, verse 6-7.
From verse 6.
Yeah, 6-7.
Then he said to me, "This is what the Lord says to Zerubbabel.
That's right.
It is not by force nor by strength, but by my spirit, says the Lord of heaven's army. Nothing, not even a mighty mountain, will stand in Zerubbabel's way. It will become a level plain before him." And when Zerubbabel set the final stone of the temple in place, the people will shout, "May God bless it, may God bless it."
God bless you. Did you hear that? Zechariah said, to overcome those challenges that are facing you now is not by power, it's not by might, it is by the Spirit of God. That was the victory Jabez had. And that was the secret of Jabez's success. He knew that he cannot overcome by strength, but he can only overcome via the Spirit. And that's why he humbled himself. And that's why he became prayerful and presented everything before God. Amen, someone. And God answered. Like Zechariah said, who are you, this mountain, that can stand before the child of God? When the Lord comes, the mountain will become a plain. I didn't hear you. So that mountain is there because my Lord has not come. He has not arrived. Remember, he's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He's the king of the jungle. When he roars, every other lion will be on the road. Every other animal go into hiding. Praise the Lord. He is the head of all principalities and powers. No kingdom can stand before him. Amen. So the Bible is saying here, it is by the Spirit. Are you trying to do it by your own power? By your own wisdom and knowledge? No. It can only be by His Spirit. And there's one way to it. Live a clean life. Trust Him and be prayerful. Your life will be a testimony. Now let's look at, but let me give you Jeremiah 17 before we go into it. Jeremiah 17:5 quickly. Jeremiah 17 verse 5. Jeremiah 17. Let's see how Jeremiah put his own.
17:5 says, this is what the Lord says. Cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans and rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from the Lord.
God bless you. When you begin to say, my father caused my poverty, that is why I did not succeed. My father caused my failure. My brother did not help me, that's why I failed. You go about fighting people who had connected their God and become successful. Does it mean you do not have a God? One songwriter said, he said anytime he plays a music or he writes the music, people will copy it and play and release. Before he will enter studio, the music is already selling. And you know what? He's a gospel musician, not hip-hop or high life. So even gospel musicians do steal the work of a fellow gospel musician. Is it true? So the woman, in one of the songs, she was complaining there. He said, why are these people stealing my song to make money? Does it mean that the wisdom of God from heaven that gives song has finished? Why don't you connect to your God and talk to God? Let Him teach you or give you the song to sing and leave my own alone. I don't know if I'm saying something. That is why people are no. If you listen to so-called gospel music today, you don't see anything new or hear anything new. Is it true of us? Sometimes when they mix this soup with what? They go bring Asa, bring Yoruba, bring Ishekini, bring Igbo. Join. You are Igbo, you sing Igbo, or you go they look the people when they sing Asa. Confusion everywhere. Amen. Praise the Lord. And none of them has ever sat down to say, God, give me a song to glorify your name. All of them are busy stealing other people's hard work. Praise the Lord. And they miss it, they will shout to the heavens, they will jump to heavens. All we do is to watch them jumping, not to understand what they are saying. Amen. But if any one of us could come down and say, God, do you need me to sing for you? And they say, yes, I call you for that. Believe you me, when you sleep and wake up, you have songs. Praise the Lord. Even those singing hip-hop, they get inspiration. Some say they get inspiration when they are eating. Some they get inspiration inside small house. When they are pooing, they get inspiration, they write music. But the Christian does not get inspiration for gospel music. Not anywhere. Not when you're reading the Bible. Before now, every gospel music is taken from words of God in the Bible. Is it correct? We sang a hymn today. Every hymn you know there is connected to a particular verse in the Bible. Praise God. But today's Christian music, I don't even know why we call it Christian music. Amen. Praise the Lord. So what the Jeremiah is saying here, don't put your trust in man. Don't you ever say this person will make me succeed. Let me read it for you. Curse is the man who trusts in and makes flesh his, whose heart departs from the. So the moment your own is to copy, you are cursed. That is why they never get song of their own. One musician say his own group, the band group, the name is Copycat. They copy something, they don't want to hide it. They answer the name, Copycat Entertainment. Amen. Don't put your trust in man, so that you live peacefully with all men. Amen. When you put your trust in God, when you're not succeeding, whom do you talk to? When you have problems, who do you talk to? Where do you run to when there are challenges? Not man, because man will fail you and man will frustrate you. Amen, someone. Now, let us look at Jabez's prayer. Because of time, I almost around here. Jabez's prayer. We're going to tablet it. Amen. Return back to 1 Chronicles 4. We're going to tablet that prayer of Jabez. X-ray the prayer. Scrutinize the prayer. If you're there, read for me, verse 9 and 10.
There was a man named Jabez who was more honorable than any of his brothers. His mother named him Jabez because his birth had been so painful. He was the one who prayed to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you will bless me and expand my territory."
God bless you. Now, the prayers of Jabez says, God, bless me, and has he finished? Huh? Okay. He said, verse 10, Jabez called and the God of Israel saying, "Oh, that you will bless me." So number one prayer point is, Lord, that is one prayer from Jabez. Lord, bless me. Number two prayer there says, prayer point number 2, Lord, enlarge my coast. Prayer point number 3, Lord, be with me all the time and in everything that I do. Praise the Lord. The number 4 say, keep me away from, I don't want to commit sin anymore. And the 5th prayer there says, I don't want pain. Keep me away from pain. So how many prayer points did Jabez release? 5 prayer points. Am I teaching you something? So you could just see that the prayer of Jabez was not, Father, enlarge my coast, and God enlarged his coast. Let us break it down a little bit. He said, Father, bless me. Because Jabez knows that the only person that can bless and change situation is who? He knows that the father and mother cannot do it, the brothers can't. And the society cannot help him. The environment was so bad, there was nothing to write home about concerning where he came from. Therefore, there's only one person who can bless him and change this situation. I don't know where you find yourself and where you're looking onto, or who you're looking onto for solution to your problems. If it's not God, you missed road. It must be God. Listen to me. Whoever God will use is his business. The first thing is look unto him, who is the author and finisher of your faith. You know what it means? He's the author. Who is the author? He writes the story, Abi, of your life. So the man who has written everything about you down is who? And who will finish what he has written, take it to expected end, or what he's writing about you. That is to say, this man has documented something about you, and every document of your life is still going to come through this man. And as he has written it, so it must play out. So if you want to succeed, whom do you run to? The one that has written it down. Bible says in the book of Romans, those I predestine, and those I predestine, I glorify. Anyone God created, he called him. Are you with me? And if you believe that, he said he has predestined you, which means he has arranged how you're going to go and where you will be. Put your hands for the Lord. Somebody called me the other day and he said, Daddy, I need help. I said, what is it? I need prayer as I finish school now. Somebody told me that if I did not go abroad to do my master's, I will suffer. I said, He said, yes, because they said when you do your master's abroad, even when you come back, you become hot cake. I said, very good thought, advice. But that person did not tell you there are some people abroad that they are sending money from Nigeria to feed them. Did that person also tell you that some people return from abroad and they are looking for job? So that person never show you those who have been in Nigeria and today they are more successful than those outside. You don't just say there is one way to this life or to success. God will direct you through the ways he wants. If you are destined to be abroad, you can't make it in Nigeria. If you are destined to be in Nigeria, if you go abroad, you'll come back. True of us. So the best way is to locate the man who has the knowledge, who has written those informations about you. Praise the Lord. A man who can tell you what to do. Amen. He said, bless me. 2 Corinthians 9:8, quickly. Time is running out. 2 Corinthians 9:8. Amen. Let's be fast this time. Verse 8 says, and let me help you. And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that you, always having all sufficiency in all things, may have an abundance for every good work. God is able and capable, amen, to give you grace that is so much, overwhelming grace. Praise the Lord. And this grace will bring you to the point of sufficiency. The grace will bring you to the point of what? Sufficiency, where you have everything you need. Praise the Lord. Amen. So if you want to make it, look for God who has the grace that will take you to what you want, providing it in abundance. Amen. And everyone that succeeds today either succeeds through God or Satan, true of us. Let us not deceive ourselves. If you want to succeed through Satan, stop wasting your time in the church. Because you can't serve God and Satan at the same time. But if you're in the church, forget about Satan and satanic way. Because their ways are evil. Their ways have nothing good to offer. Bible says so in John 10:10. It said they come to steal, kill, and that's their work. So even when they give you their gift, they've given you that gift to take away your soul in order to kill and destroy you. Somebody told me the story how his friend became a ritualist, made money through rituals. And I said, thank God for his faith in me, because I cannot. Supposing there is no Christ and they say you must pass through that way to become rich, I'd rather go to my village. Because for village there is no poor man there, is there? Is there? No poor man in the village. Who is the poor man? Eh? Is it the one that has no money or the one who cannot feed? Supposed to know. The one who has no food to eat is poor. If you have food to eat, you're not poor. Bible says I'll supply your needs. What are your needs? Food, shelter, and when you have food, shelter over your head, and you have clothes to wear, you're not poor. Don't allow the society to condemn you, and don't condemn yourself when God has not condemned you. Can I hear me? So if you're in the village, you don't have no house. If you enter from farm, come out, you have corn or palm kernel. Instead of joining court, I'll return to my village. This man said, somebody challenged him. And he woke up one day and said, I must make money. And he called his friend, say, I want to do ritual. Some people are looking for who will do ritual for them. Do you agree with me? He called his friend and said, I want to do money ritual. And the friend said, I will escort you, but I will not go with you. You will once escort the one that wants to do money. Look at the deal. He said, I will escort you, but when you do the ritual, get money, you will give me. They had agreement. When I get the money, I'll give you 50 million. He said, okay, let's go. This is true story. So he followed him. He said when they made the call, the place they were to meet was Badagry Road. No, is it? Ibadan Road. Praise the Lord. Time 12 a.m. They gave them the bus stop. This true story. I'll cut it short because of time. The man and his friend were there by that hour, and he said, SUV, Jeep, black one came, parked, and he said, enter. When you're looking for money, by all means, you must have a heart, or else you won't go. He said, when they say enter, they did not see the face of the person driving and the second man and the driver seat. But they know that this is the people we're waiting for. And they call them by their name, and the Jeep black everywhere in the car. Environment was already midnight. They opened the Jeep, entered, beep, zoomed off. He said, when the car left the express road into the wilderness, they knew, but how the car was running inside the thick forest, they didn't know who created the road. True story. I didn't read it from book. The person was sitting with me, telling me this story. Now he said, like from here to Ibadan, then they saw lights, candle lights, inside that thick forest, from both sides. Then the car was now going through the middle, and that was when they were told we were close to the place. They followed that candle to a small house, and they were warned. Who want to do the ritual? And he said, when you come down, enter that house. Anything you see, if you run, you'll die. So whatever you see, stand. The guy said he stood. So the friend who was telling me the story was inside the car. He went down. And when he came out, he succeeded. He came out. And I now asked him, what did you see? He said, some human being have, some spirit skeleton have. Why you no go fear? He now say that if to do ritual is much more difficult than telling God, bless me anytime you choose. I don't know if I'm right. Put your hands for the Lord. The guy finally got the money. And overcoming those challenges, time will not permit me to name them all. He said they returned back. He said they gave him the first money. He said, when you go home, open it, do like this. He built a strong room for it and everything. Praise God. And when they opened the money, the guy told me a story. He said, when they opened the money, all the money has this bank from bank. The name of the bank was there. So whether they invoked the money from bank, I don't know. Or they have people that were stealing from there, I do not know. That they will be the one that will answer the story. However, they took the man's sister that he loved so much and the child. He now asked them again, because when after some time they say sacrifice, after some time sacrifice. And he said, why this man did not collect the 50 million? Because they gave him 50 million, he did it and roll. He came to me and said that he prayed for me. I did not collect the money, but I think that money is still pursuing me. Amen. So, he said the reason why he did not collect the money was that every time this man entered into that strong room, he will come back fainted. And they ask him why. He said the spirit, when it comes to drop the money, we beat him black and blue. After beating him, he will drop the money. The guy will pick up. And he said to my brother, your 15 million is really inside. Don't worry. This is true story. Praise the Lord. He said the first thing this guy did was to go and pray. He said because someone challenged him and it was about filling station. So he entered this ritual thing to build the filling station. He got the money, he went to Abuja and built one. And my brother supposed to use 50 million to start business. But when they saw the debt and the punishment, he said no. So the friend was saying you must carry it. It's our agreement. You must take this money. The guy was running. So I don't need it. Put your hands for the Lord. You see, no way you look at it. It is better to wait for God. Many pastors today are suffering because they had an accord, an agreement. They did business with Satan. They can't come out of it. Praise the Lord. Many people today, the same thing. You're still playing. Don't allow yourself to be tricked. Listen to me. Those people that are into it, either pastors because their church is not growing, or men and women because they need money, they need fame, or they want to be like others. When the money starts coming, no peace. They wish they never tried it, but it's already late. Praise God. Are you still there? Yes. Now you have not gone. Don't try it. Candid advice. Your case is not worse than that of Jabez. You can still pray yourself out. That's why I'm giving you the portion of the Bible that said, God is the one that will give it to you. It is not by power, it is not by might. And sometimes they are the one that will create problem for you so that you will believe the next option is to join or you perish. You will not perish. Yeah. One man, a born again family with deeper life. Those days deeper life was because I've decided to be. But the man was a deeper life those days, you know. So every time there was situation was very bad, he would meet his friend and uncle. Uncle, please help me and my family were suffering. The uncle will say, okay, come tomorrow. Praise the Lord. You will come, uncle will give them 1,000. 1,000 cannot do anything. If you know the enormous problem we have, the house rent, blah, 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 the uncle will say, come tomorrow. The uncle do come tomorrow, come tomorrow. The guy became frustrated. And one day was bold enough to ask, if you don't want to help me, tell me. And the uncle said, well, I'll help you. But the way I see you, there's no amount of money I will give you that will help you. He said, uncle, you know it. He said, I think the best thing is to show you how to make this money. He said, Uncle, God bless you. I said, born again, you got to pray for the Lord. You are God sent. Put your hands for the Lord. Amen. He told the uncle, you are God sent. Praise the Lord. And the uncle said, okay. But do you have heart? Anytime you beg and someone asks you get mind, tell them, no. My mind there with Jesus. You know there with me. With the hands of the Lord. The uncle said, do you have mind? He said, Uncle, anything, I can do anything for money. He said, okay, come back tomorrow. And the man returned tomorrow. Uncle. And he knows this man is so deep in deeper life. Are you still there? He now told him, look, I'm taking you to the place where they helped me. Are you ready to go? He said, yes, let's go. They went. After the man conjured what he was serving, he told him, it's a small thing, it's a small thing. It's a small thing. You are in the right place. The guy was happy. Oh, Baba, thank you. God, thank you. And finally, the bombshell. He said, but it will cost you your wife. Go catch the man. As he went down, the morale dropped. And the uncle said, what is it? That's why I asked you if you get my son. I'm ready. He already thinking. He was thinking what to do when he got home. Finally, he said, let me leave this place first. Because he may say no and they will not allow him to go. Finally, he said, okay, let's go. They came back. Uncle said, after I said, Uncle, I'll see you tomorrow. She said that tomorrow was supposed to go. He said, yes. He told him what to do to the wife in order to make it work. When he returned home, he said, Mrs., we are going to Imo State tomorrow. This is true story, it's no joke. Overnight, the man got 911. They packed everything, even broom. Before Uncle returned tomorrow, the day he was it. Because the man knows, if he stay back in this Lagos, he has known the secret of his uncle. The uncle will kill him, or his neighbors will kill him. The person to go alone. So that if they come here, at least your papa house, your father's God, everything in your family will begin fighting. Put your hands on the Lord. And Jabez said, it's just God. Psalm 31:19. Quickly, let's rush it and go home. Amen. It is only God that will bless you. Psalm 31 verse 19. Don't look to the right or left. Look unto him alone. Are you there? 31 verse 19.
Verse 19 says, how great is the goodness? How great is the goodness you have stored up for those who fear you. You lavish it on those who come to you for protection, blessing them before the watching world. Praise God.
God bless you. This is so interesting. The Bible is saying here, how great is your goodness which you have laid up for those who fear you. You have prepared for those who trust in you. That translation said it better. It said he lavished these blessings upon those that trusted in the Lord. Can you be under God's protection, under God's love, and you will be lacking everything? There are two things that will make you lack. If you trust God and God trusted you, if you're lacking there, you're going through trial. And the good thing about such trial is that it will prepare you for promotion. Do you know, trial is like an exam that will move you to the next level. There is no child of God that will not go through it. Tell me what you're going through, I will show you who has gone through it. If I have not gone through it. Put your hands on the Lord. And I know, like Bible said in 1 Corinthians 10:13, that no matter what you're going through, you will not be consumed in it. The Bible says he will show you a way of escape at the fullness of time. Fullness of time means when the time for trial is over. But God help you, you cut it short. How do you cut your trial short? By going to do the things you shouldn't do, committing sin to survive, looking for shortcuts to escape the trial. Listen, by the time you return back to God, the trial begins again. That is why some people's trials are prolonged. Hear me. Do not be afraid. But I will not deceive you. Every child of God must go through a trial. If you have not gone through it, then you have not been proven as a true child of God. It's a way to prove you. And hear me, your own may not come the way my own came. Your own may not be the same with your neighbors. It is God who chooses the area to try you. Can I hear you tonight? All you need to do is to stand on that rock when the trial comes. And the Bible says you will neither be shaken nor moved. You become unshakable. Praise the Lord. So all you need in this your situation is to take the Jabez measure, Jabez approach, Jabez wisdom, Jabez connection. And the connection says, pray. And the prayer point number 1 says, Father. Prayer point number 2, Father, enlarge my territory. Praise the Lord. Because God created you to be growing and expanding. You're not created to be stagnant. It's not your passion. Stagnation is not from God. It's not in heaven. It's not in the Bible. It's not in God's dictionary. Are you stagnating? Something is wrong somewhere. You need to break the yoke because you must grow and expand. Can I hear me? Nothing stops you from growing and expanding except Satan has sneaked in. But I tell you something, if they sneak in, the power of God will expose them. And they will be arrested, thrown into the pit of hell. Shout hallelujah if you believe this. Time will not permit me to continue. We'll continue that next week. But I want to remind you something. Remember where we're coming from. Success is a choice. I don't know what you're doing now. If you're not succeeding in it, just tell me. I'll tell you and I will show you who has succeeded through that. In Nigeria, nothing works. Except before, the only business that works in Nigeria is banking. Is it true? Now, banking is no more working. What is working now is bet company. That is glorified Babi Jebu. Do you know how much Babi Jebu is making in this country? How many of you know that Babi Jebu is among those installing governors and presidents in this country? You're not talking to me. If you know only, God bless you, only very few. He is among the people because he has the money. They are the ones that with their money tell us who will govern us, even in Lagos State. Anybody Baba Ijebu no support in Lagos, not a big governor. Who made it possible? All of you when they go to Baba Ijebu. You are the problem we have in this country. Because you're giving the man the money he's using to manipulate democracy and leadership in this country. So when we say Holy Ghost fire to those causing the trouble, all the Baba Ijebu players. Am I making a point? Huh? That is the truth. You can't use, I prayed this message once, I said, you can't use God's blessing to force satanic movement and you expect God to continue blessing you. You can't. Now, Baba Ijebu, you know that others don't follow. Naira bet, Guru bet, football bet, Chelsea bet. Everything now is bet. The latest one say come and play free. We are finished. So tell them they give free play. Or it may be to draw those who are still resisting this into the same world. Ask those, you know, in our young days, we know them as pool bettors. Hand 3 from 4 winning nothing. They have moved from pantry, enter Babuji. All the young girls I know, they are working for Babuji. All the young men are working for Babuji. Everywhere you enter kiosk. Now, the question is, there is no work in this country. The youths are doing nothing. Where are they getting the money they are playing Babuji with? You find that some people with 10 salary, they are not giving money to their wife. They go and play Babuji. When the wife will talk, they will shut him up. If say I win this money, not be you have to give it. How many times you know we? One member of this ministry, one day he came to me and said, Daddy, I have a problem. Thank God for that brother. He's no more here, but God bless him. He said, my problem is that anytime I collect salary, he own a jackpot. That time there will be one jackpot. You know? He will go there. He said, Daddy, I don't know what will take me there, but I will not come out until I finish money. And I said, do you win? He said, no. So he will take salary. That spirit will drive him to the center. He will sleep for jackpot house when you're not there for Las Vegas. In the morning, he will wake up empty-handed. That's when he will remember that he has a home. And one day he came and said, Daddy, I need prayer. I said, for which side? Cancel away this spirit of pool and jackpot. I prayed, though. He fell under anointing, got up. From that day, he never played again. Are you still there? If you're doing that, please stay away from it. Don't think that that will make you rich. If you make money through that, your money has no foundation. Your money must have foundation in Christ for you to succeed and for that money to be useful to you. Can I hear them to that? Amen. Bible says you must labor. He said, go and suffer and make money. He did not say go and pick it. Praise the Lord. That is why Nigeria is finished. 3 things working in this country: banking, pool betting, and politics. True of us. Where is the wisdom? All the people God bless with wonderful brain for engineering, science, medicine, and all those things that supposed to help human life. Where are they? Some will go and read medicine abroad, come back and become musicians. Praise God. And we are so bad that we are worshiping money. From government to the last person in the street. Nigeria worship money. Imagine Davido enter camp for a year. Praise God. All the camp commandants and everybody give Davido microphone and address them. You don't see whether they treat coppers, marshal them, train them, but this one and Davido they control. Yesterday or which day he left for America. He want to go and do show, but the people that the parents have no money are sweating it out in the camp. Davido they do show in America. Are we not worshiping money? That head is into. Nobody is talking. That is why the society is very bad. But I tell you, God still has not lowered his standard. Am I saying something? If you like, believe that that is the way out. You have God to contend with. The standard of God is still the same. Don't commit sin. Don't follow them. The Bible says in the book of Romans 10:12, you see, those who compare themselves with themselves are fools. You don't need to compare yourself with these people because you're not like them. The word of God said, those that be like them, those that worship them, shall be like them. You're not worshiping them, so you won't be like them. And shouldn't be like them. Praise the Lord. Money that will take you to hell, I don't think you need it. Do you think you need it? I don't need it also. And that is why God should bless someone here. I say, God will bless you. I say, God will bless you. The people who read their history in the Bible, they suffered the way we are suffering. But they changed their situation through God. And Bible kept their name. Today they are immortalized. Till this world will end and begin again, their name will still continue to go. Your name will be immortalized by your faith and trust in the Lord. I need a louder one. You don't come to this world to pass by. You come to change life, to touch life, to affect the society, to touch your community, to save life, and to bring Christ down and into life of many people. If you believe that, shout Jesus. Because you're here today, God will visit you. Your situation will not consume you, but God will consume your situation today. He will give you a new lease of life. Remember, success is a choice, and if you made a choice to succeed right on your feet, have a prayer for you. Amen. We're going to take, as time permits, the best version. Firstly, let's take the first prayer. Say, Father, bless me. Bless me because you are the only one who can do it. Bless me because you are the one that created me. You created me to bless me. You created me to prosper me. You created me to make me someone and to become who you want me to become. Yes, you are the author and finisher of my faith. And the Bible says, if I ask, I will receive. I am asking now according to your word. Father, bless me. The Bible says, we cannot ask from you bread and you give us stone. Yes, give me bread. Give me life. Give me my own blessing. Open your mouth and talk to God. Thank you, Jesus. Bless me, oh God, because I know your blessing will outlive me. Your blessing will be transferred to my children. The generation that will come through me will still reap this blessing if it comes from you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Father, bless me. If you want to touch God through your prayer, tell him what you need to do with that blessing when it comes. Bible says if you ask according to his will, he will give it to you. But if you ask amiss, you will not receive it. Tell him, Father, I have no other person to talk to. I have no other person to call on. Because every power and authority is in your head. Tell him, Papa, you are the one that makes kings and dethrone kings. You are the one that makes somebody out of nobody. And in my last check in the Bible, you moved someone from prison to palace. Even in this generation, you're still doing it. Say, Father, bless me because I trust in you. And this trust cannot fail. It must not fail. It has never failed. Jesus. Tell him, Father, you will not see me and change. You will not see me and change, oh God. You have been doing it before. You've done it for so many people. You are going to do it for me again. You are seeking for Russia. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. In Jesus' name. Hear me. In a foreign land, Joseph was made a prime minister from prison. In a foreign land, Mordecai was moved from gate man to an honored person. In the prison, in the foreign land rather, Daniel was moved from an ordinary servant to a respected man of God in a foreign land. I want you to tell God, yes, I'm in a foreign land, but Lagos must know that I'm here. Lagos must know that I exist. Use me to touch lives in this community and in this state, that you'll now be glorified as it was in the Bible days. Up here now, let's talk to them. We are still serving the same God. And Bible said what he did yesterday, he will still do today. He is the unchangeable changer. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. In Jesus' name, Joseph was hated by his family. Even the mother was envious of him. Bible said when the dream was relayed, the father was not happy. He said, am I going to serve you with your brothers? Praise the Lord. Eventually, the dream came to pass. And then someone, but Joseph did not use it against them. He used it to favor them. Tell God, lift me up. Let me favor those that condemn me. Let me use my wealth to teach them the love of God. Let me change their situation through the blessings from God, for them to know that I serve a living God, the God who teaches love, and the God who dwells in the heart of those that love humanity. Say, God, lift me up, bless me to be a blessing to those that curse me, to be a blessing to those that condemn me, to be a blessing to those that are written me off. And because the hatred in the life of Joseph did not weigh him down, did not stop him from succeeding. Tell God, the hatred of my family members will not stop me. The hatred of the world will not stop me. The hatred of the society will not stop me. The envy from our family must not stop me. Envy from neighbors and society must not stop me. Because it did not stop you from blessing Joseph, it will not stop you from lifting me up. Name. As I'm praying this prayer, God is laying a prayer point in my heart. And it says like this: if you're here, you're into Yahoo Plus, repent now, or they will catch you. It's a prophecy, it's not a curse. And if you are a parent here, you're supporting it. The day they will use you for ritual will not come. No member of this ministry will come. Do not say we are wicked. Because we don't do evil, we don't support evil. I'm supposed to receive them here. If your father or mother, your pikin is into that, go into dry fasting. If not cry to. Because the day will use you, or any of your family member. If you cry to me, I will expose you. And if now you they use, I will not come. If they say it's small, small. All they need is to give you that money, or rub that cloth on your skin. When you take it to their temple, you're finished. Watch it. Father, I did not ask you to expose anyone, the Holy Spirit, I beg you. But anyone that is here challenging us, Holy Ghost! Holy Spirit, gentle, please, gentle. You see, the reason why Divine Love Assembly is still like this is because this place is always too hot for evil people. We don't do evil, we don't support it, we don't cover it. If I've been covering evil, you'll be paying ticket to see me by now. But I will not support you or cover you to go to hell. I would rather go to heaven. If you like, I will show you the way to hell. But the only thing I need to remind you that hell has one gate. There is no exit. The only enter you enter, I don't know. If you think I'm lying, go check. When you check, come back and tell me. If you think I'm lying, go to hell, go check IB. When you come back, you come and preach to us. Praise the Lord. And you know, in the Bible assembly, I don't talk when God did not talk. If you then chop Yahoo plus money, I see your blood will enter. Listen, I beg, don't show anyone. So let us pray now. If you are there or your friend is calling you into it, tell God, that's my friend and me. Create a calling. The Bible said there was a calling between the rich man and Lazarus. And Lazarus was saying, give me water to. He said, the gap too much. So Father, create gap between me and that my friend. All these wonders, when you hear Yahoo Plus, they are rituals. They are not ordinary. Do you understand? They are not ordinary words. Your begin don't enter. Holy Spirit, expose them. But if he's ready to change now, don't expose him, but let him repent. Let me say amen. If you are in, tell God, bring me up. Listen, if you have been initiated already, don't worry, just come to me. God will neutralize it. Did you hear that? The first year this ministry started, one of the first deliverance I did was to deliver someone who was initiated into cult. That man has a shop at Alaba. And you know the symbol of their cult? Crucifix, cross. When I said go and bring it where you keep it, it was shaking like jellyfish. I said, if they kill you, write a will. If they kill you, tell your people I may kill you. But bring it, let me destroy it. They won't touch you. After shaking like jellyfish, he went and brought it. Whether it was pastor that opened the way, pastor opened where he wrapped it. Lo and behold, pastor, is it true? Lo and behold, it was crucifix, cross. So they use something as cult symbol. When you wear that, you go, this is a Catholic. When they touch you, they think will disappear. You touch your bikini, you go full of noise. And when we destroy the cult, set the crucifix on fire, and say, go, and say, go. If they initiated you a small thing, just come, the blood of Jesus will wash you clean. Because I know if you did not come out for cleansing, you can't be coming here. I did not drive you, but I know what thing will drive you, will drive you. But if you insist and be coming, no problem. God has a way of treating stubborn people. Amen. Amen. Please take care of your children. Don't send your little child to go and make money. Forget what they talk. They call them child. What do they call it? Child abuse. The truth is that child abuse is a small thing. God say that evil. You have a responsibility on your child to a certain age until he becomes an adult. If he's not an adult, you're still responsible. Hello. Don't use your child, you're pushing him into evil or hell. That money is bringing to you is blood money. If you're eating it, you're eating blood money. You cannot deny it. If people that do ritual are called out, if you don't come out, your spirit is out. Have you know this one? Because if you don't go thief, or you chop thief, something, did you thief? Not just. You see? So, Holy Spirit, I don't do my work. So let us say, Lord, this is prayer for all of us here now. If you're into it, I beg you. The kind of assembly is not where you come and hide. We see God has grace here, but sometimes he'll be looking at you like he's not seeing you. because he wants you to listen to my message and repent. And if you did not repent, the next thing is to expose you, or you go for it. So if you are in already, please come on. No ritualists enter this church and stay. You cannot. You cannot. If you feel you're stubborn, you're in trouble. Anyway, let me leave it there because of time. So if you're there, please tell God to deliver you right now. If you feel you're initiated, come to me anytime, me and you alone. I will pray for you, be free. If you know your son is in need, don't close mouth because of money. The money that you eat and go, even for your grave, there won't be enough money, to pay the bills. Even in the grave, you can't cross with any money on your head. They will still be eating the money, and that money will not be used for anything. Let me not start preaching again. Tell God, pull my child out. Hand over your children to God, not to God of money. Am I saying something? Don't hand over your child to mammon. Hand him over to Holy Spirit. Talk to God right now. Father, behold your children. I know you did not create this forum here to disgrace anybody, but to save souls and save life. As many that are into it, take it away and give them new life, give them new job, give them new connection, give them new favor. The Bible says, even the hair on our head is counted. Nobody is permitted to take anything out of it. And as a mother, Jehovah, or a father, I beg of you to help your daughter and your son. As we pray, answer the prayer. Because they are here, save those lives. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. In Jesus' name, let us round it this way. Fathers, men that are here who have something they're doing, I want you to enlighten their coast. Step up their business. Increase their business. Expand their territory. Connect them through far and near, through men and women, through young and old. In the mighty name of Jesus. Most churches pride with their people in politics, but I want you to make our own champions. If it pleases you to take them into politics, sincerely let them go there. And with their position in politics, let them serve you. And bring back honor unto your name and to the church. In the name of Jesus. There are those who, by the grace of God, have been trained in universities. Father, they need a job. Provide for them. And those who are employed already, bring promotion upon their life. In the mighty name of Jesus. Father, we have those that are doing business. From today, I need expansion. 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 Increment in customer now. Increment in profit. Enlargement and expansion of their shops and businesses. Those who are online, Father, multiply the network. In the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. And as men are desiring your attention in whatever way, Father, honor them that are standing with you. And by the time we meet next week, I want to receive testimonies. I said testimonies. I said testimonies. I said testimonies. For every home that is not in peace, peace will reign from now. All the demons that are bringing crisis into our marriages, we arrest them into the pit of hell. In the mighty name of Jesus. Above all, I release wisdom unto every man and woman here. Wisdom to succeed. Wisdom for business. Wisdom for education. Wisdom from God. Wisdom to live for God. And wisdom to do His will. That is your